Hi y'all, welcome back. This is for personal readings. We currently have 2 people in line, Monica for a love reading and hi y'all, welcome back. This is for personal readings. We currently have 2 people in line, Monica for a love reading and Miss G for a mini. We're going to cleanse and set the space, call in spirit since I'm in my main spot. I hope that y'all are doing well. Hi Lupita, how are you doing? Welcome. Hi Tina Marie, Meat for Wine. Hi Big O, how you doing? Let's see. I've got my Dragon Blood Sage. So that's what we're going to cleanse with. And then we're going to protect. Hi Mark Ashton, how you doing? Easy does it. Hi Bendar, Aurora, Chosen One. Shiro Bunny, how you doing, love? I see the royal one in the chat. How you doing, VIP? Hi, Roberto. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Hey, thank you for that. It's just taking a little long for this to light. My lighter's a little low. There we go. I'm so glad that you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I love seeing you too, Shiro Bunny. Thank you for being here. Hi, Bonnie. All right. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. It feels so good to be able to cleanse the energy, y'all. It's been a while. Cleanse my energy. I mean, collectively, as a group. We'll protect real quick with some Palo Santo. So I've been having really bad Wi-Fi issues, so if y'all will update me in the chat if it starts getting choppy for y'all, that way I know what it is that y'all are seeing. We've had really bad storms, and I was supposed to finish up these personal readings the other night, but while I was trying to fix my internet, the ground had gotten really soft from the storm that came through the night before. We had trees fall, so that was a whole thing. So shit just gotta hit the fan. There we go. It wasn't close to the house though, so luckily it was like further out on the property. But hell in a handbasket nonetheless. Protect your energy. Good juju for you. I do candle lighting, Shiro Bunny. I do. Excuse me. Protect my energy. I talk about them and I'll offer those when I've got a lot of candles like on hand. So I do collective candle lightings and then I'll do personal candle lightings for y'all. So I'll have a night that I do that. Only because it's like a ritualistic thing. So I like to make sure that my energy's cleansed. I had a shower that day, that I did my whole, you know, number that it is that I do. My whole get up. But if y'all feel like y'all need personal candle lightings, I'll re-up on my candles, and we need to do another collective cleansing, to be completely honest with you. A cleansing and a protective candle. All right, so like I said, this stream is for personal readings. I have the line open if anybody wants a personal reading during this time. And then when I get done with that, I have a lot of collective messages to go over. So I'm probably pulling an all-nighter. But it is what it is. I got to get this stuff out. I can't feel like I can move on into the new readings until I go over that one reading that we had, because it was crazy. I don't know if y'all are in here when my stream got cut. That was an intense reading. So we're going to go over the cards that came out. I don't even know if I have them back in exact order as they had fallen out on the table, but we'll at least do a recap of it, okay? Hi, Des. Hi, Vinpok. Hi, Kitsy. Hi, Evan. You saw the collective one? But you want your own candle. That's fair. Hi, Sincere. Love and light, darling. Love and light. Hi, Chic Singer. How you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Vanna. Lisa, Sate, Roberto. What's going on, y'all? Hi, Star Child. My table's white right here, so when y'all's names aren't showing up very easy for me when y'all pop in here. So if I'm not acknowledging you, it's just because I can't read it. My eyes are a little tired. Okay, my eyes are a little tired. All right, Monica, let's see what we got going on. Love reading. Where are we going to start? I've been using this moon deck just because the messages they're simple, but at the same time, like, they hit really hard, if that makes sense. So that's where we're going to start. Okay. Oh, I didn't call in spirit yet. Let's call in spirit together. Hi, Juno. How you doing, sweetheart? I can ring the bell very quietly. All right. Send all that love and light back to you, Tom. Thank y'all for being here. All right. Best and highest messages for Monica. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear for love? Hi, Araceli. I can't remember if I said hey to you. Hi, D-Shine. Hi, Marion. Hi, Blue. Bam, bam. Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for Monica for love. What's just in the energy, Spirit? What's just in the energy? Dang, these came out. All right, we've got you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. All right, Cancer energy here. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Ooh, South Node energy. We'll talk about that in a minute. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. This is why I really liked using this deck for the love readings, is because cards that don't come out, that have been coming out when we do collective readings, have been coming out. So that's pretty cool. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. First quarter moon in Taurus. Release control. And then don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So we're going to go back over this real quick. You and your loved ones are safe. Don't let your past hold you back. Bring love into the situation. Hold your vision. Luck is on your side. The energy is gaining momentum. Release control. And don't let pride get in your way. Wow. So reading it all together like that, I mean, that really does make sense. It's flowing. It's flowing. And I like it when it flows like that. That's a good thing. All right. So where are we going to start? I put this deck aside for you for your main deck. So this is where we're going to start. And then we're going to pull from a more lovey-dovey deck, which is going to be this kitty cat deck right here. This is like my go-to for love readings. Hi, how you doing? Question, is it bad to do a reading on myself? I'm learning. Okay. Before I get into this real quick, let me answer your question. I've always been told that it's not, that like you don't do readings on yourself. However, I do readings on myself all the time, Araceli. You know, it's one of those things where like you have to take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for somebody else, right? It's one of those. So like learning to read cards, of course, you're going to have to start somewhere. So just don't take it literal. You know, try to, when you're doing readings on yourself, keep an open mind and remember that we can speak things into existence. So just because it's showing up in the energy, that the energy coming towards you is like a 7 of swords, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's somebody else. It could be yourself sabotaging something, you know. So I don't think it's an issue you reading cards on yourself. You know, I do readings on myself all the time. But I don't really trust other people to be in my energy and to read my cards for me. I've only been to another reader 3 times in 6 years. So, you know, it's so crazy because I always get the same cards as you. You just help me explain it better. Well, there's nothing wrong with you reading cards on your own. You know, and you don't even have to read them traditionally. That was one of the biggest things that I learned when I first started reading cards, especially online in front of God and everybody, you know, was more experienced readers at the time would tell me how to read the cards, or tell me that I was reading the mess, or I was giving the message wrong. And that's not true. Your interpretation is your interpretation. You know, you're the one that's being connected to spirit that time. It's your messages coming through. It's what you're channeling. So don't ever let anybody else tell you how to do it, or, you know, don't psych yourself out in that type of way. If someone's like being really critical of what it is or how it is that you're reading, you know, I think that's one of the biggest things for me when I first started reading cards, especially like publicly online, was I didn't let that get to me. I was really confident in my ability in what it was that I was doing, to the point where like I kind of knew like it had to have been somebody else's ego for them. Confident in my ability in what it was that I was doing, to the point where like I kind of knew like it had to have been somebody else's ego for them to be criticizing the way that I, you know. So don't let that get in your head. Don't let other people psych you out. When you learn tarot, when you learn about channeling energy or just oracle cards, like it can be like drinking water from a fire hydrant too. So you're taking in so much information and learning so much, and then you get excited about it. So it's just like you want to take all of it in. So that could be a little much sometimes. So just when in those moments, just remember to slow down, go back to the basics, you know. But I think it's great that you're learning how to do it and that you read cards on yourself. But I've always been told that it's like, don't do that. I've also been told not to light protection candles on yourself, or that you can't do that. But that's not my belief system. You know, that's like, there's a lot of like pagan traditions that say, you know, that's their way of doing it, is that it doesn't work if you light protection candles on yourself, or you're trying to break a hex off of yourself. That doesn't work. But in my belief system, you can light as many protection candles as you want, and it works, you know. So it's just different for other people. It just, whatever resonates with you, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to say that their belief system's wrong, because it's not wrong. It's their belief. It's what they adhere to, you know. It's what they resonate with. For me, it doesn't resonate with me that way. You know, it's okay for us to be different. So you can learn from other people's perspectives and belief systems too, right? So just from different viewpoints. Okay, back to Monica. Sorry, y'all. Hi, Marie. Hi, everybody. Let me ring the bell for you. I got to ring it real quiet. Send all that love and light back to you, Tom's 10. All right, y'all. Here we go. Hi, Kellen999. Hi. Look at the VIP in the chat. Hi, friends. Hi, Trent. Spirit, Marie, Ray. Hi, Rodolfo. How you doing, sweetheart? Reese. Cass, Emmanuel, Bonnie, Moon, Bam Bam, D-Shine. Hi, y'all. Greedy Lover. I was told I had a high spiritual energy. I still don't believe it somewhat. Well, if you don't believe it, then how are you going to really like step into that energy, right? The essence of you. Does that make sense? You got to claim it. People show up to us and treat us the way that we allow them to treat us. You know what I mean? So if you don't claim that you're spiritually high ranking, then of course people who show up are not going to treat you like you're spiritually high ranking. And it can be really cringe. It can kind of seem like you're arrogant at first, you know, but I know that I'm not an arrogant person, so I don't give two fucks if anybody comes up and tells me that I'm arrogant. Does that make sense? Like they're misunderstanding my confidence for arrogance. Does that make sense? Yeah. Hi, Father Avella. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for the badge, sweetheart. Send all that love and light back to you, Tom's 10. Dang, Instagram and TikTok. Y'all both show me a lot of love. Okay, here we go. Monica. Let's pick up where we left off. I'm sorry about that, Monica. You and your loved ones are safe. Don't let your past hold you back. Bring love into the situation. Hold your vision. Luck is on your side. The energy is gaining momentum. Release control, and don't let pride get in your way. All right, message for love for Monica. All right, y'all. I'll answer y'all questions in just a minute. Let me get through Monica's love reading. Hi, Statler. Hi, Maurice. I think I saw Miss G pop in here. Miss G, you're next. If y'all want to get in line, I got the line open. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal at Lady Leo Spiritual. Same spelling as here. This handle. We've got the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles. I just want to come out. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. Okay, y'all, here we go. Monica, what's Monica's energy for love? What's Monica's energy for love? Thanks for the love, y'all. The Sun. Monica. The Sun. So there's something about your energy right now that's like really attractive. It's very youthful. It's very playful. There's something about like renewal being here. A lot of happiness, a lot of joy. There's a lot of like light shining on you. Okay, joy. There's a lot of like light shining on you. Okay, after a time of betrayal. Okay, it's time to move on from the situation. There's a lot of hurt, a lot of pain here, especially over time. And having some sort of celebration or homecoming. Okay, let's try this again. Tell me about the Sun. If they come back out, we know that they were meant to be here. Hi, y'all. Tell me about the Sun for Monica. Ooh, Seven of Wands, protecting yourself from something. Or that could be why. Keep losing Instagram. Hi, y'all. Welcome back. Okay. You're protecting your peace here. You're protecting your light. You're protecting some sort of joy, some sort of youthfulness, some sort of renewal that it is. Oh my gosh, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Showing up like this sweetheart. Very intuitive. Very soft, feminine energy. Give me one more. What's Monica's energy? The Sun, the Seven of Wands. Hi, y'all. Welcome. The Queen of Wands. Are you serious? You looking all like all that in a bag of chips. Sexy, crazy, sexy, cool. Attracting. Very, very, very attractive. Heavy on the Leo energy. We've got some Sagittarius, possible Aries here as well. But there's a lot that, like, that's what's... Something about you protecting your joy, protecting your peace, protecting your light has you in a very attractive, very sexy type of energy. Okay. Does that make sense? It's like you're like moths drawn to a flame. People can't help themselves but to, you know, I was just talking about that. We're going to talk about that in the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine channel messages after I get done with these personals. But there's this energy of the push and pull when it comes to what it is that you're trying to attract. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but you're in an energy where you're attracting things to you because you're protecting your energy. Does that make sense? You're not chasing after anything either. You're allowing it to show up. Does that make sense? You're not chasing after anything either. You're allowing it to show up. Okay, Spirit. What's the situation for love? What's the situation for love? Hi, Isabel. Hi, Dawn Martinez, Elizabeth, Mary Ellen. The Knight of Pentacles. So something may be moving really slow. Somebody may be moving towards you really slow to invest, to grow something. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. Why is this the situation for love? Why is this the situation for love? Because of an ending. Some sort of major ending that's happened. Damn. The Empress at the bottom of the deck. And what is trying to peek through? What is that? It looks like an ace of cups. You're attracting some sort of love because of the divine feminine energy that it is that you're embodying. That's beautiful. We've got Scorpio on the table. We've got some earthy energy on the table as well. What just flipped over? The Chariot. So even though you've been injured, you've been hurt, you're making the decision, the choice to get up and keep it moving. To keep traveling towards where it is that you desire to go. You may even have an energy who's trying to come towards you, who's traveling towards you. Whether that's actually like physically or if that's just energetically. Someone that may want to have a reconciliation with you. There's a blockage here though. It's in the reverse. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here? Hiya, how you doing? Welcome. What's the challenge? Isolation. Laying something to rest, healing, rejuvenating from something, and getting priorities in order. So this could be someone else's energy that feels challenged about coming toward you. If this is your challenge, this is you like fully moving on from something. We've got that Six of Pentacles in reverse again. Someone wants to come back, but it's like being blocked. Oh. Someone's being denied connection. Someone they don't feel connected to you anymore. Somebody from the past, somebody that you have history with. Could be this person that you had a major ending. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages here. What's in the current energy for love? Strength. Wow. I just heard fire, fire, fire. This unwavering strength, the bravery, the courage that it is that you embody is really working out in your favor. That's backed up by oh my gosh, the Ace of Swords. Epiphanies, clarity. It's the yes card. It speaks of victories. It's a green light, go. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, that you've been on the fence about, I mean, it's a yes, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Just heard shoot your shot. All right, what else? Current energy. Someone may be trying to get the strength and the courage to come toward you to express themselves. Hi, Brandy, Yvette. How you doing, sweetheart? I am. I'm doing well. Much love to you too, sweetheart. Hi, Rick. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Melissa. How y'all doing? Welcome. All right. Oop. Current energy for love. Oh my gosh. Triumphant completion of a cycle and a new one that is starting here. Okay. Especially when it comes to higher levels of commitment with self-mastery. Okay. Now, astrologically speaking, we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. And we all know, unless you're new, Mercury retrograde, this is where stuff comes back from. Usually it's the last retrograde period, but it could be about certain cycles that are ending depending on what other transits are going on, okay? This one specifically is kind of like the last haul of something to be healed, like karmic cycles, okay? Now, whether healing that means that you and someone else get back together and y'all can work things out, it's a possibility. It could mean that you're healing back together and y'all can work things out. It's a possibility. It could mean that your healing gets thrown into the whole push and pull of energy too. You know, when we get out of certain relationships that we've been in, and it gets thrown into the whole push and pull of energy too. You know, when we get out of certain relationships that we've been in, and it gets thrown into the whole push and pull of energy too. You know, when we get out of certain relationships that we've been in, and another person in your energy, we know that that's what's not safe. Feel it. Does that make sense? And it can even kind of like draw them in, or it starts having them second guess ending the relationship, or it has them remembering the good aspects of the relationship a lot of times. So there's a lot here. And again, here is that Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Cups, excuse me, the Six of Cups in reverse. I keep saying Pentacles, so I don't know if this is from the past, if they just breadcrumbed you or they didn't fully invest into the relationship the way that they could have. What's the energy coming towards love for Monica? Is it a bad connection, y'all? Yeah, my Wi-Fi is kind of like going up and down. I go from 3 to 2. 3 to 2. Thanks for letting me know, Rick. I've been asking y'all give me a little bit of an update when the Wi-Fi go from 3 to 2. 3 to 2. Thanks for letting me know, Rick. I've been asking y'all give me a little bit of an update when the Wi-Fi gets shot. It just went all the way back up again. All right, Rick. Energy coming toward Monica in love. The Knight of Wands. And the fourth, someone desires to have a homecoming or a celebration, or they want this union. They could be manifesting it, unless this is you manifesting someone else. But something's stuck. There is a blockage here. Paralysis by analysis. Someone's like stuck in the head, stuck in illusions, right? Now, remember that this is just an illusion that this person's stuck, because you can see in this card, this chick could back up. She can't see clearly because she's blindfolded. So she doesn't realize that she really could just take a step back to that sword and cut herself free. I lost Instagram. There we go. I froze. I'm going to keep going here so I can repost it. At least to YouTube so she can see the replay. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. Energy coming towards Monica. The Three of Cups. I wonder if this helps my Wi-Fi. Can y'all still see me over here? This is about a union. Celebrations happening. All right. Yeah, see, something's going backwards, though. It goes 4 to 3. It's like someone wants to come back around. It's like someone wants to come back around. Come on, leading energy. 2 and 8 make 10. That's about endings. All right. Best and highest message, Spirit. There is a King of Pentacles. Okay, this could have been somebody that you committed to, or this is someone who's showing up as mature. Okay, someone could be maturing from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. All right, or someone's being really stubborn. And in their head, okay, someone's in, like, they're trapped in deep regret. Hi, Chosen One. How you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Snoopy. What's going on, Snoopy? All right. It's the remix. Is it messing up? I apologize about that, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what the Wi-Fi issue is. Here's that. Someone wants to be on their Emperor shit here. Someone wants to be on their Emperor shit here. They want this passionate new beginning. What's influencing the energy? Someone wants to apologize. They want to say sorry. You could be attracting a new... No, someone wants to say sorry about this chaos, about this tower that happened, about this abrupt ending, this shift, this fight, this breakup. And they want a victory with you at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's swap decks and see about this person. What's going on with this person, Spirit? Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Let me ring the bell for you. Send all that love and light back to you. Times 10. Thank you for helping raise the vibration. Thanks for the likes, the follows. Thank y'all for sharing the live. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for interacting in the chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, Spirit, that's a nice message here. Tell me about this person. Here's that freaking Emperor again. They said they can't let you go, boo-boo. So they can't let you go. It's like somebody made a mistake. All right, Spirit. Tell me about the energy of this person. The reason why Monica is here. The person she's here for. Again, the Six of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody wants a victory with you. They feel like the juice is worth the squeeze. It's worth the investment. It's worth the time. The Knight of Pentacles. Give me one more. How is this person showing up? What's this person's energy? The Queen of Wands, because they're attracted to you. Look at this. I cannot make it up. Two different decks. They can't resist. This is after a time. This person could have betrayed you in the past. There's a lot of heartache here because of conflict. This person could have put you in competition. There's healing that's taking place, or this person wishes on a star for you. They missed the spiritual connection, or y'all could have even had a telepathic connection. This person didn't realize, like, you don't just have that with anybody. It just doesn't happen with just anybody. That's the truth. Thank you, Spirit. Second time we're seeing this Ace of Swords. We're getting a little bit redundant here, but lots of confirmation. Okay, Spirit. Tell me about this person. The person while Monica's here. Person on her mind. How do they view this connection with Monica? How do they view this connection with Monica? Thanks for the love. And send all that love and light back to you times 10. The Ace of Wands. Hold on. How did it fall on the table? If I can get it. Let's see what we got. I see the Ace of Wands, but it's in between two cards. The Ten of Wands and the Star. Holy shenanigans. Okay. The way they view this relationship or this connection with you is that they're ready to give up the heavy burdens. Okay. So typically when we see the Ten of Wands here and we're speaking about a relationship with someone else, you were already carrying a lot of weight. There was already a lot of burdens to be carried. And when this person either did what they did or dipped out on the connection or started, detaching, it left you with all the heavy logs to carry on your own. Okay. Now this person's feeling the burden of you not being there because now they're having to carry their weight on their own. You're not there to kind of help them through things. They want this passionate new beginning with you. They definitely pray on a star for you. They want this new beginning, this rejuvenation. This person still has faith that this can happen. Is someone maturing? Is someone growing up? They want this higher level of commitment. This person doesn't want to let you go. Eight of Wands. They want to take this fast, passionate action towards you. They've really been thinking on it. The Hermit by themselves in their time of isolation. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. And the Magician. I feel like this person's trying to manifest you, okay? This, like when this person sees 1111, they may kind of wish for you. This person may literally be praying on a star, praying to God, source, universe. You know, like this person's trying to manifest you. That's crazy. All right, these were at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put them back. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages. Tell me about this person. The Lovers. Look at that. Taurus, Gemini here. We've got Aquarius on the table. Scorpio is really heavy here. Taurus is here. Leo is very heavy here. We have some fire, earth. That's crazy. Okay, Spirit, tell me about this person. How do they feel about this connection? Thank y'all. Send all that love and light back to you, times 10. Thank y'all for being here. How does this person feel about this connection? The Hermit and the Eight of Wands. This person wants to come out a ghost, okay? They want to take this fast, passionate action towards you after this time of isolation. They found this clarity. And look at this. This is the same star that's in this little lantern right here, okay? This person feels like you're their North Star, okay? Like something about destiny or like the guiding light. Does that make sense? That's the truth. This person is trying to gain intel on you. There's something about what this person has seen from afar, from not being in direct contact with you. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're even in contact with this person, if you're still connected to this person in the present, but it's coming out like you're not. This person is not letting you go. They can't seem to let you go. Maybe they tried. They're conflicted. This person's feeling so stressed out and conflicted, willing to do whatever it takes to win, feeling defeated about this connection. How's this person feel? Or how's this person feel about this connection with Monica? The Empress. They feel like you're their divine feminine. And they want to come towards you with some sort of good news, or they want to be really playful, really flirty. They want to mend things. They want to heal. A lot about this reconciliation. Because they're feeling defeated without you. They're so stressed out and conflicted about this. Okay, Spirit. Tell me about this person. What's this person's intentions for this connection? What's this person's intentions for this connection? They want a homecoming. They want to celebrate. They want to come into union. We've got the Four of Wands here. Again. Did we put this on the table or is this just, yeah, we did. This person wants to either come home, something about coming home, a homecoming. Now, whether that's actually like move in together, homecoming, or come back to like a physical address, or you make them feel like home. Does that make sense? Four of Cups. Yeah, this person's really disappointed. This person may have been like insatiable before. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. But now they want this commitment. They want this longevity. And they may be coming towards you to offer you something. Solid offer, a gift. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for Monica. What is this person's intentions for this connection? The World. They want another cycle. It keeps coming out. We saw this already. Again, look at all this redundancy here. And Page of Cups are coming towards you to give you a love offer, or this person's apologizing, or they're expressing what's on their heart. Just a little bit. Okay, they say they're sorry they were the stanky ass fish. They're expressing what's on their heart. Just a little bit. Okay, they say they're sorry they were the stanky ass fish in the cup. I'm sorry it's the stanky ass fish. I see the light now. You are my guiding star. You're my guiding light. And I want this passionate new beginning. Because you were the sun. Okay. Ain't no sunshine there ain't no sunshine when you gone, Monica. 144 on the clock. Hey, Chosen fam. Yeah, this person's trying to listen to spirit. Listen to their higher selves. They're feeling called to you. And to really get focused on what it is that they desire. This emperor. They're trying to be this emperor. And they want to come after their sweetheart and have this connection. Oh my gosh, Monica. All right, how's this person taking action? Hiya, how you doing? Welcome. How is this person taking action? Justice. Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, Death, and the Two of Wands. This person... Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, Death, and the Two of Wands. This person may want to face their judgment with you, or there's something about this contract. There needs some commitment. Y'all could even share kids together, have a family. Or if y'all weren't actually married, okay, this could be like common law marriage where y'all were together a really long time. And it's seen under the law as marriage. Does that make sense? Death, this person wants to resurrect this connection, and they're trying to figure out on how to come towards you, right? They're looking out over the distance. They've got their map. They've got their globe of where they've been, where it is that they feel like they need to go, and they're trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, which is long-term commitment. Heavy on the Taurus energy, heavy on Scorpio energy. We've got some Libra out here. Heavy on the Leo energy. Those are the most that I see out here. We got a little bit of everything though. All right, what's the overall spiritual advice when it comes to this person? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. What's the spiritual advice? This person is conflicted and confused at a crossroads on how to come out of the cold with you. But they want to take this very motivated. This person sees a vision. Okay, they have a vision of something, right? They want to go after what it is that they're seeing. There's a lot of potential here. They definitely want to create this state of peace, to move out of these choppy waters into calmer waters with you and establish some sort of peace, because that would be their wish fulfillment, is this higher level of commitment. This person may feel like they're in competition, or you have other suitors coming to you during this time. This is really focused on you. But they lack clarity, so they're doing some sort of spying because they're wanting to feel connected to you again. That's the truth. They want this victory. They've gained some sort of clarity or insight on how to exchange energy. They're lacking patience, and they really feel like they missed out on an opportunity, or they miss you. There's some sort of grieving, and they may want to invite you out or come back into union and celebrate you and offer you a new relationship. You see there's a little bit of chaos going on in the background. All right, Monica, let's see what we got going on here. Best and highest message here for Monica for love. Anything else Monica needs to know about this connection, about this person? Give it to me straight, Spirit. No fluff. Liquid courage. I told you. This person may be drinking before they reach out. Okay, they could be really nervous. There could be some anxiety. We've got third party here. So this person could have put you in some sort of third party situation. Now, sometimes that's romantic. Okay, it's a betrayal. Sometimes it's family, friends being in the ear. Sometimes it's some other blockage between you and whoever this is. Okay, you know your situation better than I do. So, but there's... No matter what, though, this person doesn't have this magnetic attraction with anybody the way that they have it with you. Home, this person wants to come home. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And they want to express the truth. They want to start over. They want this new love with you again because they feel like you are their soulmate. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else here for Monica? Somebody's had a spiritual awakening and they've been enlightened on the situation, okay? And now they have all these romantic feelings, or they remember these romantic feelings, or these romantic feelings are so incredibly intense that they can't help but to be drawn to come towards you. Okay, let's get a couple of these. Closing messages, Spirit. Closing messages here for Monica. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What she needs to hear about love, about this connection, about the reason that she's here. Best and highest messages, Spirit. Best and highest messages. Playfulness. I knew you were in this playful energy. Showing up with the Sun and the Queen of Wands. The first cards that came out the gate, boo-boo. Yeah, this playfulness. This person misses this about you. Being able to play and be silly and lighthearted. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this person could have been giving you a lot of red flags before. Maybe they are now. Okay, so again, this is Mercury retrograde. Use your own discernment. Now, if this person was totally beat the shit out of you. But if it ain't like that, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning into your life. I told you. I told you so. Oh, I told you so. You could have been telling this person when they were leaving. I told you. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So there could be some sort of forgiveness going on here, possibly. Give me a few more. What turned sideways? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Give me just a few more. I don't want them. I don't even want them. That's probably why they're so up your ass right now. Whether that's energetically or physically. Like, as soon as you don't want them no more, here they come running, right? Isn't that how it happens? As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there could be maybe some issues with like intimacy, creating intimacy, being able to emotionally open up, to be in that safe space to share so that y'all can like get to know each other on a deeper level. Separation, the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Yeah, you could be in separation with this person, or that's what was needed, is just a time of separation. And passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Wow. All right, Monica. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for your patience. I'm sorry that we weren't able to finish this the other night or get to it. Let me know how it resonates. And I'm so grateful for your blessings, love. All right, moving on. We got Golnaz for a mini. And if nobody else gets a personal reading, we're going to get into these. I got messages for the Divine Feminine and messages for the Divine Masculine. We've got a recap to go over. And then we're going to check out karmic energy. Your ops. So if you haven't followed and you're interested in those, be sure to follow so you know when I start the new live, if you're wanting messages on that. If you got ops that you can feel in your energy, what the hell are they doing there? What's they stank asses want? What are they plotting? What are they planning? What are their intentions for you? If you're looking for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine messages, be sure to follow so you get the notification so you can see what's going on with your ascension journey. All right, Miss G. Let's see what we got going on here with, is it Edwin or Edmund? We're going to call him Ed. All right, Spirit, best and highest message here. For Miss G, what does she need to know? What she need to see? What she need to hear about Ed? Ed, and Eddie. All right, he can't seem to make his mind up, right? He wants to be in and out. Best and highest messages. All right, Spirit. Tell me about Ed. What's going on with Ed? They're a sad sack, okay? Misery loves company, boo-boo. Isn't that what you told me? This person is very in and out, very transactional. They're that way because they've got this epitome of doom around their energy. Ed, and Eddie. Did you really? I used to like that show. All right, Spirit, tell me about this. Tell me about Ed. Why is Ed being a sad sack? What's going on with Ed? Because they're already confused. So since they confused, all right, all they can do is treat you like you're just an option because they feel like they're just an option. This, 5-7. Conflict and warnings. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, emotional manipulator all day, every day. Ugh. You are lying. Yeah, this person causes confusion because they confused. They don't know. They don't know. If they knew, they would be more confident. If they were more confident, they wouldn't show up all scattered like this and sad. This person treats you this way because deep down, they're insecure and they got to cover that shit up. Oh, Mr. Nonchalant, right? Girl, you know you all that in a bag of chips. You're fucking smart. You're beautiful. You're successful. Like, you hear the cat? Even the cat's getting upset. Like, could have had a V8. You deserve better than this. What is this? All right, Spirit. Tell me about Ed. What's the situation with Ed? All right, Spirit. Tell me about Ed. What's the situation with Ed? The moon, secrets, ulterior motives, things coming to light. Can y'all still see me? It's warning me that my connection's getting choppy. Illusions. This person's got a lot of subconscious stuff going on. Tell me about the moon. Why is the moon here? Heavy on the Scorpio energy. Death and rebirth. This person is having some sort of major ending here, okay? Or this is you ending with this ish. The shit that's unknown. You're putting a stop to this. You're saying it's not long. There's no longevity here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's a loss, a lack of stability, a lack of resources. Put some aluminum foil on the antenna. Where's the antenna at? What antenna? My antennas? You want me to go make my spaceship hat? I did that one time, y'all. We won't get into that, okay? We'll talk about that later. Best and highest messages here. All right, what's challenging the energy? What's challenging the energy for Miss G? The Queen of Cups and the Emperor. So, yeah, this person is showing up as very arrogant, and that's what's challenging, okay? Because this person can't get it together, when you're in this person's energy, it forces you to be in a masculine energy, and you can't even enjoy your own divine feminine. You know? This person does not make you feel secure or safe or protected, you know? This person shows up as a bully. They overly project the need to control the situation because they don't feel like they're in control. Does that make sense? They're not confident, which is why they're arrogant. They project that they're confident. It's fake. It's false. It's phony. So you can't be in an energy of giving this person compassion, because if you do, you're overextending yourself, you know? You can't give this person comfort because they don't comfort you, you know? This person, this person may even, threaten your own emotional stability. Yeah, that's no bueno. Current energy. What's the current energy for Miss G? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me ring the bell for you. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Current energy. Ten of Swords in reverse. It can't get any worse. Yeah. This person comes in and out because they don't want you to let go of them. It's like they keep coming back to kind of see, like, do I still got it? Do I still got it like that? And as soon as you give in, that's when they dip. Because they got the validation that it is that they need. This person's a validation whore. Male or female. That don't matter. And that's one of the scariest things, is being in a relationship with somebody like that, because this person can't commit to you at all. It doesn't matter if a boss gave them more validation than you, male or female. It doesn't even have to be romantic type of validation. That's what it is that they're searching for. I don't know if that's making any sense. If a friend gave them more validation than you, then that's who it is that they're going to be loyal to during that time for that validation. That's the drug that it is that they're addicted to. That's what feeds their monster, is that validation, because they can't get it from self. They have to get it from external sources. Current energy. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. This person had a lot of false promises. They presented themselves. They expressed that they wanted long-term commitment, or that's what they made you believe. But it wasn't that. It was the opposite. This person's foolish. It's also showing up as this person's a hypocrite. That's the truth. Got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. All right, what's the energy coming towards Miss G? Letting go of this headache, this trauma. You may have a new connection trying to come in, Miss G. But it's telling me that this person's causing you nothing but relationship trauma. It's not worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze here, boo-boo. We have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles came out sideways. What does this say when it says sideways? A result of true will. Endings. Yeah, there's no commitment here. It can't grow. You have to end it. I'm going to leave it sideways. It's causing way too many burdens. All right, that's a nice message, Spirit. Overall spiritual advice. Overall spiritual advice here for Miss G. Whew, yeah, this ain't nothing but a bunch of toxicity. I told you this person was a validation hoe. So take blind leaps of faith towards something new. Away from this toxic, and hold on, I gotta cover them. They little graphic down at the bottom. We can't be having the naked people on here. People get upset. But yeah, some take a blind leap of faith towards something new in a different direction, because this person ain't nothing but karmic lessons after karmic lessons. We have the World here, a completion. This cycle is coming to an end, and it's time for you to something about efficiency. Conserving your energy too. Conserving your resources. Because again, this person just comes in, takes what it is that they need, and they dip. And it stems from just this validation. It's like they come in, they get what it is they need. They still got it like that. And as soon as they get that confidence boost, they dip. That's gross. All right, Miss G, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. I don't have any new personal readings that came in, so we're about to start on our other messages for collective. Let's see, what was I going to do? We have a recap of the energy that I read the other night because we lost Wi-Fi. And then I'm going to do divine feminine, divine masculine messages, and then we're going to check karmic energy and see what these karmics want with your ass. What are they intending for you? What they stank asses want. Okay, so be sure to follow, because I got to end this live stream so I can start getting it downloaded and uploaded to YouTube for replay. And I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Thank y'all for all the love, all the way that y'all show support. Let me ring the bell for you before I go. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. I'll see y'all in a few minutes, all right? Love and light.